Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I realize there's a high level of frustration in the room today, this morning, after a long debate. And I know there's frustration on that side of the aisle because we are fighting for something we believe in. And my colleagues on the other side of the aisle are passionate and fighting for something that you believe in. But what I'm most frustrated about is that last session, we worked so much more bipartisanly. We passed a budget that we all voted on together, which I thought was so historic, and I thought it set a precedence going forward that we would be working like that in the future. And it's not so much for me that I don't support increasing the minimum wage. It's that we weren't working together on it. And I think that's really part of the root of the problem with what's happening in Connecticut, is that no one's working together. No one's sitting down and negotiating. When this bill passed out of appropriations, people were saying that there was going to be more work to be done. But to my knowledge, no one on this side of the aisle was invited in on any of those conversations. I've co-owned a small business with my husband for over 30 years, so I think I can speak with some level of authority as a small business owner. I've had a business council since 2011 with a variety of small business owners who have shared real frustration about how the state of Connecticut treats them, not just minimum wage, workman's comp, taxes, regulations. I mean, honestly, it's mind-boggling sometimes. And you wonder why people even get up in the morning and work so hard for such a small level of profit. They do it because this is their home state. They care about running a business and providing jobs for people. I worry more so. I think that if we had the 6-year phase-in, there may have been some buy-in on this side of the aisle. But that conversation didn't happen. And it should have happened. We're all supposed to be fighting, like our speaker has said in the past, for Team Connecticut. Not as Democrats or Republicans, but as people who care very much about the future of this state. We all should care about it. And it shouldn't be partisan. I worry about a lack of jobs. I honestly and seriously worry that people will lay off people because of this. I spoke to 4 of my business owners over the last 24 hours, and they said, we see this is coming. We know it's going to pass. And we will simply cut the hours of the people who work for us because our profits are so slim. This is a small deli in my town, another's pizza guy. They don't make a lot of money, and they simply can't cut their profits any tighter than they are. They have mortgages to pay as well. They have kids to feed too. And they're responsible for providing jobs for people. So I respect the good chairwoman of the Labor Committee and her passion for this issue. I do. I just wish that maybe in the future we could start working a little bit more bipartisanly for the good of the state of Connecticut. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.